What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 National Ideas AI only battle. I hope it's all going to just work to let me show you what's happened. I hope so. We're at turn 500. Not a huge amount really happened. It looked promising, but some of the stuff just never really materialized. So there was some great stuff. Austria and Egypt had a war, which sounds great, but they can't get to each other. Morocco and Spain, you can probably see, actually are in a war, and a lot of damage, but no one's actually taken. Actually, not sure what has happened here. Morocco's got these cities that belong to the Papal State. I don't know if Spain took those and Morocco then took them off Spain, or if Morocco just also fought the Papal State. I didn't see that part. So, but that happened. But that's not. There isn't much else, to be honest. It's been 100 turns. Scotland did die to France, and I believe Sweden is still fighting Spain. So that's been going on for over 100 turns, or at least on and off. But yeah, they've not made much progress. 2 islands up here, maybe one more. But yeah, as you saw, the Papal State lost some cities. Austria and Poland have not moved a muscle. They haven't done anything. Poland did kill Byzantium, actually. That's a lie. They took Istanbul. There's a lot of damage here. I think Assyria is still fighting Egypt, but it has been a stalemate for a while. I don't think so, actually. The units have not lost damage. I think this has been pieced out for a while. And yeah, the Garamantes died within maybe the first 10 turns after 410. So that's it. Nothing really happened. So we will wrap it up there just because I don't see too much happening if we go much further. It also takes a long time. But yeah, there you go. That's just sort of a heads up. Turn 500. We're no nearer to, one civ conquering the world or anything crazy like that. It is just very slow. Like I said, there's been about 4 wars in 100 turns. It does slow down more and more. I'll see if this open. I'm going to do the info addicts last, because if it doesn't open, I'll probably just round out the video. But if it does open, we can have a look at it. World religions, though, still a big 4, 27. Spain's religion's actually grown into a few more cities, but it's still the same sort of 4 up there. I don't know what's happened with the ideologies throughout the game. Can have a look. Order mostly 1 freedom civ in Carthage, and they are dead. And then autocracy still. Big revolutionary waves, although they are staying positive, so that's good for them. And yeah, mostly order, and the order civ's genuinely okay. And right, here we go. I'll open this. If it doesn't work, we'll just I'll cue into the outro. And I would say I'll try and have something new tomorrow. I can't guarantee it will be an AI battle tomorrow. I'll probably stream something or whatever, just some sort of content, and work on the AI battle. But yeah, because the next one isn't, obviously I don't really set up the next one until this one's finished, and it is Christmas. We're all obviously very busy. But here we go. I'll open the info addict. Hopefully it works. Oh, there you go. It did work. You can actually see the acceleration of Poland's lead sort of curving off, but I think that's because they're at the end of the tech tree. There's not much score left for them to get, and they haven't done anything for a long time, really. Like you can see, the bigger jump here is probably Byzantium dying. So there's that. Austria has been overtaken by Assyria, who've sort of maintained a more upward trend, whereas Austria leveled off a bit earlier. Again, Austria, similar to Poland, have not done much recently. Egypt they dropped right down, but again, I guess this was pre-peace deal, right? And then they've got a peace deal and sort of picked up again. Alongside another red civ, which is Morocco, going upwards. Spain is sort of, they're not massively dropping, right? They're sort of fluctuating around the same point. But yeah, Spain's not. I think they have lost 1 city, actually. They lost 1 city in southeast Spain to Morocco as well, and the island. So yeah, Spain's dropped a little bit. Sweden's actually just overtaken them as well, because Sweden is also conquering some Spanish cities. This blue line is France. You can see they sort of beat up Scotland and came back a bit, but they're still below their peak of before Austria invaded them over here. The green line, Milan, is still going. The Netherlands are still around as well. So there you go, and Portugal is still sort of scraping along by, but yeah, we did lose Byzantium, so that's pretty cool. We'll have a little look. World rankings, I guess, while it opens. Population still led by Poland, then Assyria, Austria, Egypt, Sweden, Morocco, Spain, Papal State, France, and Milan. I wonder if the results would be different now. Who knows? Crop yield, Poland leads Assyria, then Austria, Morocco, Sweden, Egypt, Spain, France, Papal States, and Milan. Production, Austria still above Poland, only just 10 million tons in it. Then there's a bit of a drop to Assyria, then Egypt, Morocco, Spain, Sweden, France, the Papal States, and Milan. Has this been the same 10 every time now? I think we've had some of the other ones sort of eliminated a little bit. See, with Byzantium going, not that Byzantium scored many points, but Scotland going, I think, is the big one, because there was like 11 civs that were getting a lot of points last time, and the Garamantes, well, the only other civs to get points were Scotland and the Garamantes, and they're both gone now. So yeah, unless the Netherlands or Portugal do really well in a random category, it's going to be the same 10 every time. Money still led by Poland, then Assyria, Morocco, Austria, Egypt, Sweden, Spain, France, the Papal States, and Milan. Land is led by Morocco, then Assyria, Poland, Egypt, Austria, Sweden, Spain, France, the Papal States, Portugal. Military manpower, 2 million now for both Poland. Austria's really closed the gap. That gap was about, I think Poland was like 1.9 at term 400 and Austria was 1.4 million. So Austria's closed that to within 100k. Egypt actually has more troops than Assyria. So don't know how that happened, but that's maybe Assyria was attacking someone else. I think they are at war with Morocco. Again, they can't really get there, so it's not leading to much. Sweden, then Morocco, France, Spain, all still over 500,000. Then the Papal States just under it, and so same for Milan. And then there's a huge drop off to the rest. Social policies: Austria still leading the way with 40, 38 for Poland, 37 for Assyria, 36 for Egypt, 35 for the Papal States, 31 for Spain. France and Morocco tied, and then Sweden and Milan also tied. Happiness, anyone negative? No, they're all trundling along on positive. Technologies, who's the worst? We'll do all of them for this. Netherlands at the bottom on 57, Portugal 68, 72 for France, and then the rest of them have now completed the tech tree. It's weird, like France hasn't completed it, right? But you'd think they'd be a bit closer than 8 away. I thought they'd be on like 79 if they hadn't completed it, sort of thing, but no. Net gold, everyone is now either, well, these are all dead, and one of them's me, so everyone is now losing money, so the world's economy is non-existent, despite them all having massive incomes. They're all in debt now, which I guess is true, right? I never thought about it this way, but in the real world, I guess so. All the big countries mainly in debt, so yeah, there is more money than actually exists. It's too complicated. We don't need to get into that stuff, do we? Poland with the most cities. Then it's Assyria, only 2 apart now, and Morocco actually has 27, that came out of nowhere. Austria 23, Sweden 19, 16 for Egypt, 15 for Spain, 11 for France, and a huge drop to 3 for the Papal State and 2 for Milan. Come on, Portugal or Netherlands. Surely one of these categories you can sneak into that top 10. Oh, there we go. Portugal and the Netherlands are both in on science because the info addicts are broken. Why is Poland on 0? Okay, Poland maybe just had a revolution. That's the only actual in-game reason it would be 0. And changed ideology. If not, it's just a glitch. But yeah, I assume Poland's is not 0. I'm guessing there's someone else in the same. Austria's is 0. It might be the numbers too big. Not that that makes sense, but because there's bigger number. I don't know. I don't know why there's a 0. I don't think they've both just had revolutions. Maybe they did, but I don't think so. Regardless, it doesn't matter. There you go. There's the list if you want to look. It must just be broken. It can happen. There's a lot of numbers to remember. Culture, Austria 683, Poland summoning the devil there, 666, Egypt, Assyria, Morocco, Sweden, Spain, France, Papal States, Milan. It's almost the same order every time as well. Wonders, Austria still with the most, then Egypt, Spain, Poland, France, Assyria, Papal State, Morocco, Milan, then Sweden. Treasury, some of these civs, how do you have money when you're losing so much? I mean, most of them have, Poland's burned through that massive 60k that they had last time around. Faith, we've looked at the religion. Influence, Austria and Egypt are actually fully influential. They would have won the culture victory, I believe 11, because they are the 12 civ, right? So they would have won, which is impressive. Being influential over Poland is very impressive, yeah. Or maybe there is one more to do. Great works, Morocco, Egypt, Austria, France, Poland, Assyria, Papal State, Spain, Milan and Sweden. Trade routes, a couple of 9s. France obviously took Scotland's Colossus, and Egypt has Petra, so they have one more than the rest. Not sure why Portugal only has 2. I'm guessing that might be range or just they're getting killed. And then finally tourism, Egypt, Austria, Assyria, Poland, Morocco, France, Papal State, Sweden, Spain and Milan. So there, Egypt was being invaded not that long ago. I'm not sure it'd be the best tourist destination, but there we go. That is it for this series, guys. We will not be going any further, just 'cause I don't think too much will happen. But as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I will try to get a new one set up before the new year. definitely before the new year starts. Obviously I'll try to get back into streaming in the next few days once I have things that I've got to do. And then, because obviously stream videos, I can do them whenever, but streaming I have to actually be available on time. So that'll be soon, and also it'll be exciting because I got a new camera for the stream, so the face cam might look a bit clearer, or it's just different. I don't know. You might not like that. You might not like looking at me, I guess. I don't know. But there you go. That's just a fun thing I've got to improve the setup, keep investing in the channel, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you very soon.